It's not yet. Yeah. Let me to clear the table. Bit messy. Welcome back to Stone on Air Top Podcast. This is another weekly roundup where we review game week 2.
Okay.
Starting off with the sponsor Lipton.
Yes.
Don't you dare shout them
Thank you
out.
ever so
Talking
much to Lipton.
Which one? This is the video that goes 200,000 views.
Production quality, you can't see, but we've got like fucking booming.
Yeah, you got the mad thing.
Yeah, the diffuser.
So where's my shout out? You guys are shouting out
AD's
Lipton. Oh,
AD's changed our life right now. It's like, if you saw what we have in this room, honestly, you would have thought we had like 50k subscribers.
That means your money's coming through.
Literally.
You mean the studio?
Check
Like,
out
what?
AD on Spotify. Anyway, let's go straight into it. Review the week, but only on important games this time. So let's talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal,
Wait a sec. Because this is the thing, right? I thought we were going to have a conversation about Man United first.
No. We need to talk about Arsenal because.
No, let's start Arsenal first because I've got a lot to say about flipping.
Who?
We know who, man.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, so let's go
Go Arsenal first.
How Arsenal are performing right now. I mean, 2 wins out of 2, but I don't see it that way. I see it like you're trying to compete with Man United. You got. What did I say then?
Man United.
Cut that out.
Wait. Don't cut nothing, bro.
What did AJ say?
You didn't look strong in either wins, to be honest. You haven't looked strong yet.
What?
You didn't look, Seban, you look strong.
What?
You look. This is what I'm saying. Every time we do this, I always clock. Callum's always the one who's like the reasonable one. Who's
reasonable.
you know what I'm saying. Besides his opinion on Kai Havertz and that, he's more time you're reasonable. But you with this ideology that everyone's amazing and you guys are just so strong and
No.
your only problem is Bukayo Saka. Like, you know what I mean?
No. My whole thing is, right, when you're talking about complete control of the game, we've gone away to Palace. Palace is a hard place, bro, to go to. And but we went away to Palace and how we dominated them. Like,
it's not really a hard place to go to anymore, though. Not especially with threats like flipping Wilfred Zaha out the window now. Like.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was like 3-1 last time, wasn't it, last season?
It's 2-0. But we scored a deflected goal. But that first half, we looked unreal. This is last season. But starting how we did, I felt like we started the game well. Like, we kept the ball, we were penetrating.
But but the
thing is, if we had Eddie put those 2 chances away, it's a totally different game.
But it's maybe, isn't it? We won by a penalty, and then that was that, and then...
And I feel like you guys are always controlling anyway. You know what I'm saying? Go on, what are you going to say?
Yeah, Tommy Asu red card was ridiculous.
That is another outrage. Again, I think there's something going on with... I think they're just trying to promote Ref Watch or whatever, bro. I think they're going to... Maybe they're going to branch out or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
8 seconds he took to take the throw and got a yellow card for Sam Weston.
But Havertz took like 15.
Yeah.
But I think what they were trying to say is like he was just the one that felt the brunt of it. Like, so they booked Arsenal as an actual team. But
if you did, so imagine you've got a player on who...
Which is nuts, by the way.
It happened. It's not like...
It does make sense, though, if you think about it like that.
Jordan Ayew was on a yellow card and then pulled the shirt. And then the ref probably thought, right, I could send him off. I mean... But with Tommy Asu, it was 7 minutes between his first yellow and his second yellow. He didn't even pull the shirt anyway.
I know.
He actually didn't, yeah.
But you can't do a review on that, can you? Because it's 2 yellows.
Yeah, 2 yellows, yeah.
Which is
another
stupid rule as well. These things just make no sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like some of these pundits, when they're talking about this referee and shit, I like what they're saying in terms of... They were basically just saying it shouldn't be like decided on clear and obvious, but just straight right and wrong. And I think that's exactly what it should be. Like, I don't understand why we're doing clear and obvious, because again, it's like, what do you define to be clear? That's exactly. Again, just making it too subjective. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if something is just there and you can just sit there and see that it's a mistake, whether or not it's a clear or obvious mistake that's not the point. The point is it's a mistake, and it should be overturned. So I think I don't see them making the move to change the rules for VAR, but I think that's needed. Because this is just getting ridiculous now. 100%, it's getting ridiculous. Like, look at that. This is game week 2 now, and this is like the 3rd situation now. It's just ridiculous.
To be fair, have they dished out any apologies? They haven't yet, have they?
Yeah, they did. The last one. Yeah, Man United to Wolves.
I said, actually,
But again, what is an apology though? Like, what is that? Because now
It
Wolves
was more of an acknowledging that the
was
ref did something
wrong.
wrong because
I thought they dropped him. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they didn't actually come out and say sorry like they were last season, which is nuts. Imagine getting robbed of like 3 points or a point, and what you get in return is that's sorry.
I mean, like,
wild, bro.
it's insane.
What?
Ridiculous. So, yeah.
So do you guys think though, like, I don't know if it sounds like a stretch, but if those kind of things happen where it's clearly like dictated the thing, like the result of the game, do you guys reckon that it should ever go as far as like maybe organising like a replay because of something that's just that unjust?
No, you can't.
Because like imagine like this is happening and it's dropping. Imagine it's dropped you guys key points like against, and it's like what 2 games to go at the end of the season. You guys have dropped key points. You're in the running against City. Do you not think if they've now acknowledged that was a genuine mistake that there should be a replay, or do you think that's just gonna?
No, because the football match gets dictated based on each phase of play, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like a goal can change the game.
Yeah.
A card can change the player's attitude. So you can never rewind and go back to how it was. And imagine you've also got the Wolves fans, and then you've got like the Man United fans. And if you did the replay and Man United beat them, then it's unjust for all them fans. You know what I mean? Wolves could avoid relegation by a point, and then you got that.
I hear that, but at least they would be getting the opportunity to, again, because like I said, if this was like you guys last season and that's detrimented you guys' points in the title race, it's like, would you not want the opportunity? If that's the difference between you losing and you drawing, do you feel like it should either maybe?
I couldn't handle it on Twitter, going on Twitter, and they were like, Arsenal get replays. You couldn't. Well, what do you think?
What's AJ saying?
To be honest, with this whole ref thing, I feel like Dee said, there should be one set rule, because, for example, the Man United handball against Tottenham. When I first saw it, I thought it was a handball, but looking at it again, there's nothing the guy could do, bro. Like the ball's been smacked at his arm, like you can't magically move out of the way. So I feel like.
Do you think that this should be a thing where it's on where you're only punished if it's purposeful? Because for me, it's like handball is like it touches your hand, whether it was an accident or not.
No, they tried that, didn't they?
No, but where it's dodgy is the rules always changing. That's what's
causing the problem. Yeah.
Why aren't you sticking with something? Because at the end of the day, all you're showing me is like what you had in place. It doesn't
I think
work.
it's just the English refs. For example, I don't think each new World Cup they bring out a new set of rules. Whether it's they introduce like the goal line technology at World Cups, they introduce like VAR at World Cups. It seems to just work for a tournament like straight away.
But I think
if the Premier League tries it and the refs try to get their hands on it, it all just messes up.
But if it strikes your hand, and we're just going off of that, even though that might be annoying, tedious, like like if you're even just jumping your body and it's hit your hand, at least there's clarity. Like if VAR can point out that touched your arm, I don't care what you're saying, that hits your arm. I don't think players can be mad at that if they know that it doesn't matter if it's uncomfortable.
Hang on,
yeah, but even that's what I'm saying. Even if it's uncomfortable, you couldn't move your hand. That should just be solidly standard, like regardless if it was an accident or purpose.
You can control it. I think they need to add as well.
What's that?
I think they need to add as well. I saw it at the World Cup, the Women's World Cup final. Basically, when the ref made her decision, she announced it to the stadium.
Yeah, she announced it. Yeah, did you see when? The referee explained it to everyone. You know what I'm saying? So. I feel like that put a lot of people under fire though, but it was I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine that?
So you want a ref to like watch a VAR video, stand on the centre part and go, I think it is Anthony.
I mean, like even with the like fouls or something, it's just like, oh yeah, like I can see it was a foul, but it wasn't clear and obvious, so we're going with shit like that. It'll be too nuts.
Fans are just too wild. Like for a ref to do that, and they have to get a getaway car. You know what I mean?
Who was that referee? I swear it's in a World Cup. It was one of the English refs that got like ushered away because loads of fans were trying to get at him. Oh, was it a Champions League game?
I think so. I think it was. I remember the English one, and then he was like, because he was leaving with his family and stuff like that. So I don't get my kids into it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that would be wild, though. To be fair, because I think they tried to do that on TNT, but they had like this little segment where it was like a referees thing, and they actually tried to show, because I think they had Howard Webb on, and it was trying to show you like the conversations that they have with like VAR and the angles that they check and stuff like that.
Sometimes it's not enough to do like a ref watch and be like, yeah, that shouldn't have been given, but like, what can you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, I told you it shouldn't have been given, but
Yeah.
But anyway,
just land on just to land on the Arsenal. I didn't really give my opinion on their game, innit? I just think you guys were a bit. You're doing your usual in terms of controlling the game, but that's what I'm saying. Again, that's just what I expect of a typical Arsenal game, like controlling the game, getting chance. But again, it's just another showing of just not being clinical enough. You know what I'm saying? You did get the goal eventually with a penalty. You know what I'm saying? Decent take from Odegaard as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to see. You guys should, for the way you're controlling games and the fear factor that you guys have now, you guys should be winning games like that.
Yeah, but
like 3-4-0.
You don't want to start off real well and then peak in like October, November. You'd rather like play shit, grind the wins out, figure it out, and then peak like at the end of the season when you come into.
You think that's what your mistake was last season then? Like you guys peaked too early,
and then we're getting our losses at the end. Whereas Man City was rubbish last season.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't rubbish, but still getting the points.
Yeah.
But then the peak figured it out.
Yeah.
And then that's why like AJ was saying, he's had to get rid of Cancelo and work out with Haaland and then he figured it out and then he went on a massive run. That's what you want to do. You want to peak and figure it out. So I don't mind us getting 1-0 wins and then like.
Did you guys see Arteta's interview? Did you guys see his interview after the game?
Mikel Arteta? Yeah.
It's a joke, so.
They said something like, it was a bit of a the commentator was basically trying to say that we like to win, and then Mikel was like, "Fantastic game, I liked it. 3 points."
Wait, you ain't seen that? Surely you can bring out the clip. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
what was trying to say was being like Pep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't. Kind of. I know what they mean. I know what they mean.
But do you know what's funny though? You say that. I watched a video. It came up on my Sky. I don't know how, but it was. I figured it out. Pep, right, is the most passive-aggressive person in the world. I'm convinced, bro. If you watch that little 2-minute 30 clip that Sky did of his interviews, the guy's too funny, bro. Like, because it starts off. Do you remember when they the Cancelo Do you remember when Cancelo made that mistake against Liverpool when like Salah went for a wrong goal and he scored and they won the game? But it was like 1v1. It's literally a long ball by Alisson, and then like Cancelo was holding on to Salah, but then Salah just turned him. In the interview, they were like, Pep was like, "Oh, we made a mistake, and that's how Liverpool got the 3 points." And the guy goes, "What mistake?" And then Pep was just like. Straight away, it was like, bro, what? What mistakes? You don't watch the game. But it's stuff like even when like, do you know like they'll draw like 1-1 or something like that to like the worst team in the league, and it'll come out and be like, that's the best we've ever played. That was the hardest game we've ever played, and I'm like, bro, stop, man, stop shouting. But no, he's too funny though.
Because it wasn't like a Sky Sports interview, was it? It was some random like Pep had this. I mean. Not Pep. Mikel Adley's like wash back and it was like Mike in the face like, what do you think of the game? Type thing. Anyway, what do you think of Brighton getting 8 goals in that 2 games? First in the league.
I feel like they're going crazy right now. Again, it's just like I didn't expect them to continue, like especially with losing a big player like Caicedo, you know what I'm saying? You kind of expect the team morale to kind of like, shit, we just lost. And McAllister as well. Yeah, you just expect them to kind of be like, oh shit, like lost some key players, so on. But I think when Caicedo left, I swear the manager was saying basically that he doesn't really care. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro. But deep it, like he's backing it. Yeah, he's talking his shit, but he's backing it.
The thing is, we're right. One of them. Cut the head off and 3 more grow back. Do you know what I mean? Because no matter what you do, you take Potter away from him. You take McAllister. You take like Cucurella. You take Caicedo. And no matter who you take away from Brighton, they just win the next game. They just get better.
How did you manage to
throw what do you reckon
Graham Potter in that mixture?
Because he was good manager. And people was it was a conversation when Potter went like, what's going to happen now? And then when De Zerbi came in and was like getting miles better than Chelsea,
who's
like,
this
you
guy?
can't stop him. Like,
So where do you see Brighton going with this? Like, do you reckon
7th?
Just one of them. It happens a lot of teams
7th?
comes up.
7th or 6th. That's where I think.
Oh, in league position.
you don't think
end
you
result
don't think
of,
top
like,
5?
No, no chance.
No.
Nah,
No
no
chance.
chance. Not top
No,
five.
no chance. No, 'cause the thing is, right? If you watch
Like,
that
they're
games,
good.
because they've started off well, but if you actually watch the games, like when they beat Wolves, it was nuts to me because I was just like, how have they scored so many goals literally straight out of the gate in the second half? But Wolves had chances, bro, and this is what's mad. Goals change games. If Wolves took any of them chances that they had early on, it would have been a totally different game. And that's where, like, it's just so mad because you look at the scoreline, even when do you remember when we beat Brighton at their ground last season? It was 4-2. But it was never a comfortable game, but we just somehow were 4-1 up at one point. But you wouldn't have thought it based on how the game went. But that's what they've kind of been like this season so far. So fair play to him, because I remember when De Zerbi came in, he literally said the standard in terms of like finishing and end product is so poor. And that's literally what he said. He was like, it's so poor in this team.
Yeah.
And he's managed to be able to coach that in the players to be more ruthless. So like,
I
fair
hear
play
that.
to him.
Yeah, fair play to him. What do you think, KJ? Because I know you got your little.
I think
about
Brighton absolute. I feel like, do you know, I'll call Brighton the best of the rest in the Premier League. They're the, when you're talking about outside the top 6, I feel like
Kinda
they're up
like
there
that, you know?
behind the
Yeah.
top 6. Because the way they're playing is insane.
Like best of the rest.
Yeah.
Tottenham's not really.
Best of the rest,
I wouldn't really
yeah.
say, but I wouldn't count Tottenham as the rest though. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't
Tottenham
say
on-
the
Tottenham
rest,
on the-
you know what I mean?
I'm talking
But
like the mid-table
I
teams.
think they've got not as a team, but they're not a better team than Tottenham, but they're playing performances.
Because if you
I feel
like you
they
said,
play
they're
better
not some-
performances than Tottenham.
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
this
because
season.
like you said, they lost Caicedo and McAllister, but they still have people like Matoma, Dunk, what's his name, Enciso, João Pedro now, Welbeck's even scoring now. Like, they've got a sick team. Like, the guy dropped Sanchez and brought in Steele, and it's just made the team better. Like, the decisions he's made has just been good, so good for Brighton.
They've always got like a trap card, haven't they? It's just if Brighton,
Yeah.
it's like when Brighton's first team that they put out, that's not even their best team. They're basically putting them out. It's like an advertisement. The buy
like a
these
trial.
players, and then Chelsea come in and start throwing money, and then like for example
But do you know what really bad to
Michael
me?
Cucurella for 70 mil, but the real player is
Do you know what really bad to me?
Sanchez. Oh, well, we always lost deal anyway.
Wait, quick.
But,
Damn.
Do you know what really burns me about Brighton though? D, I bet you didn't know we were meant to buy Caicedo before Brighton.
I feel like that would have been a
Oh,
great
yeah.
signing for United as well. too.
We were linked to, we were meant to buy him for like 5 billion, but Edward was pulled out of the deal.
yeah, literally.
Bro, but-
No, this was years ago.
He should have been signed.
This was
over.
years ago. This was years ago.
No, but he should have been
This was
signed
years
over
ago.
the fraud. You know what I'm saying? I'm not naming him until we get to the segment where I tear him to shreds.
Well, yeah, let's move on then to Man United. Struggling.
Are we going to Man United or are we going into?
Yeah,
Mr.
we're
Mr.
going to
Robert?
Man United first against Tottenham. I predicted it right again, like I done the last one.
I'm pissed off
I'm not gonna lie.
because
I'm pissed off, but
watching.
this.
No, go on. Yeah, you go first, AJ. Go on.
I was gonna say, yeah, like watching them play the first half, I was like, okay, yeah, this looks good, but the second half, we just capitulated to their whole their tactics. Like, this Andre guy has got them playing some mad thing, bro. I'm seeing Pedro Porro run through the middle, hitting the crossbar. I'm seeing what's his name, Udogie on the left, absolutely ripping it. Like, what the flip? Where's Luke Shaw, bro? Where was he? Bro. Luke Shaw was not a left back for that whole game. Luke Shaw was just was a ghost, bro. Because Pedro Porro had the right side on lock. But yeah, we got busted by in that second half and we deserve to lose.
Bro,
The best right back in the world, though. You know?
bro, I can't lie to you, man. Watching that game just brought me to nothing but rage because there's so much things going on. Like, bro, Rashford, we all know here he's one of my favorite players of all time. You know what I'm saying? I've got a special place in my heart for Rashford, but the man, you can see that he is now fully adjusted to being a winger. He cannot play up front.
So it's
He
not
can't-
Do you think
he-
he's not versatile enough?
It's not even that. I don't think it because again, okay. This is no. Let me land it though. Because the thing is, he can play up front and he will get a goal or two. But my thing is, you can see that he's uncomfortable though. Like the way that he wants to play now, he wants to be able to use his pace. He wants to be able to beat a man and bring someone else into play. Like a lot of the time, I was saying to AJ, you can see the runs he was making. For example, when who was it playing on the left again? Garnacho, horrible. But when Garnacho is making a run, like he's running down the line or whatever, and then you're seeing Rashford's run, like he's trying to make the run, but he's running into Garnacho's channel and trying to run through Garnacho, and like there was bare times of just like crossing paths, and it just kept happening. And I was just getting so frustrated by it, and then it just kind of ended to nothing.
So what do you think Ten Hag needs to do then with this team?
Sign the midfielder.
Get rid. He needs to terminate the contract of Mason Mount. He needs to terminate his contract with immediate effect. He needs to loan Garnacho on a 3-year loan.
Oh my God.
3 years. He needs 3 years. He needs 3 years.
If you want to give him away for
he
3
needs
years,
to go away for
win the
3
league with him.
years. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, Garnacho, he's not good enough right now. He's got no end product. Everything you guys used to feel about Martinelli or whatever, for whatever reason, that's Garnacho. But 10 times worse. No end product.
What?
He's
We've
like,
never felt now about Martinelli. Martinelli's the best player in the world.
No. Not to Seben. Seben doesn't. You don't like his end product, though. No, but you don't think he has the end product.
No, I love him. It's Saka.
Bro, in the last podcast, you literally said he's got no end product.
That's Saka.
No, you said Martinelli. In the last podcast.
Let's just.
I literally watched the podcast yesterday.
We're not gonna get content. Put down in the comments. No, but yeah, we'll.
Okay. If we're being honest though, if we're being real, Mason Mount needs to get dropped immediately. He's not suiting the play.
He's injured.
I don't know why he's playing. He's playing.
First, what do you think Man United should do from Arsenal?
Sign a midfielder.
Okay, go. Yeah. Now let me hear the Arsenal fans' perspective first, then I'll tell you what actually needs to happen.
No, to be fair, I don't even think it's like your players per se. I think it's the way you guys play does my head in, bro. Like, I kid you not, right? Because I always used to banter with one of my veterans. I always used to say, bro, if I ever wanted to go to sleep, I just put Man United on. I swear down. Like, how you guys play, right? It's so bad to watch. And I don't, when you look at the squad, right? You look at the squad and you go, right, so the goalkeeper sorted. You got Champions League Varane, right? And you've got Lissandro at the back as well. Bro, I was hearing he's the best centre back in the world.
Best in every position.
And then you've got Luke Shaw, the best left back in the world. And then you've got Smile Wan. Do you know what I mean? It's not been defeated. That back four alone, like you shouldn't be conceding goals, really and truly, from what I've heard from United fans. I don't think the squad itself is actually that bad. I think it's just more the style of play. Like, if you look at Casemiro, do you know what I mean? We had a discussion about Casemiro versus Partey, but I was told that I'm a crazy person for wanting to pick Partey in my team. But
by who? I said Thomas Partey is a better player than Casemiro. I said that. Last season, I said that.
You're lucky.
I did say that.
My hard drive and I got that video.
I said Thomas Partey was the best DM last season. I did say that. Yes, I did. I said that. I said Thomas Partey was the best DM last season. AJ was on Casemiro, and I was saying AJ, like, I hear you for whatever you're saying about Casemiro, but Thomas Partey was the best last season.
AJ,
he was in my team. He was in my team of the season.
AJ,
I put Thomas Partey.
Talk to me. What did they say? Please.
So I think so. He said Partey's the best team in the world. What you're talking about, Sir Ben, is when I think
last season. That's what I said.
Or something. No, because Sir Ben's talking about when we watch the free.
Yeah, we're talking about passing. You're talking about when you said Thomas Partey is a better passer. I said he's not a better passer than Casemiro, but he's a better DM. I said he was the best DM last season.
Wait a second. In the watch along,
that's what I said though.
I'm just gonna get off this real quick. But in the watch along, right? did we not pick a squad? And then as soon as he came in, do you remember when AJ was like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe Sid put Thomas Partey in his squad ahead of Casemiro," and what was his words straight away? He didn't go, "Oh yeah, fair enough." He literally was like, "Fuck off."
What? Not about Partey. Not for Partey. You probably said Martinelli over Rashford or something. It wasn't Partey. I'm telling you. Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro. I rate Thomas Partey, bro. He was the best DM last season. I said that countless times. And he was in my team of the season.
What do you think they need?
I think they need a different manager. I think Ten Hag will get sacked before Man United win anything else. Because I think he's a very stubborn, and he seems like his favouritism's coming out now. Like you can mention it about like Mason Mount. Like, I don't get why he's even in the team. Never's going to wear. He's trying to put the Ajax. What he's trying to do is put Ajax into the Premier League. Playing number 7. What Ajax did. And it's just not going to work. When teams, like, if you think about the top 10 teams are capable of all winning the fucking Dutch League, you can just get United figured out straight away. I don't think Ten Hag is a manager who's going to change his tactics midway through a game. He's going to be able to change his tactics for the next game. That's why Spurs was so obviously exploited him.
But I think he can do well though, Callum. He just needs to change the players, bro.
No,
it's the players, bro.
I say we need a midfield.
Mason Mount should never, ever be in that midfield, bro. Especially in the position they're playing in. Because again, if we were about to sign Mason Mount, I'm saying he's got to go camp. And if anything, that's tough because you can argue Bruno should be. I think Mason Mount needs to go, Bruno needs to go, and I think Garnacho needs to go on loan for 3 years because Bruno.
So what is it? What is it for you about Mason Mount that you don't like so much?
He's just such a bad foot. He just looks like he's kicking ball for flipping Beckenham Town, bro. Like I'm just looking at him and he just looks like a Crawley FC footballer, bro. Like the way he passes, he just looks so it's like he's not supposed to be in the Premier League. Like he just looks like he just like bro. It's literally like I think AJ was saying this in the chat how you can see he's like going into the distance on purpose. Like he's going into positions where you can't be passed to on purpose because he doesn't want to eat. You can see he's just looking at other and it's just like he's looking around at all these big players and he's like, oh my god, wow, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's looking at the big players around him and it's just
when you compare,
he's just happy to be there.
To Tottenham, James Maddison, right? You get your group of
like you just see, he just looks electrifying though. Maddison looks electrifying and he can pass the ball. He looks like he wants to be in that team. No, he looks like the thing is he looks like he wants to be in that team and wants to be involved.
Into it. Like if like for example if Bissouma takes possession of the ball, the first person running just straight to him is Maddison gets the ball, turns around, and you got the options. When Casemiro gets the ball, Mason Mount's fucking
exactly doesn't look like he wants to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't look like he wants to be there.
It's like on top of Garnacho. Like I was me who sent that clip in the chat where I think Bruno or someone had the ball.
Yeah, no,
and then
that's still
Mason Mount was like. Just like holding his shirt, like you know what I mean. Adam behind
it's just ridiculous.
Straight to Fernandes, then bang, bang, bang.
This is what I'm saying. He doesn't look like he wants to perform, and that's the problem. I feel like it was a marketing thing to sign Mason Mount because again, you could see when he was signed. You see his TikTok and sorry, AJ, I'll let you speak in a sec. 'Cause I know you got a delay. Yeah, like when he was signed, you can see on TikTok and shit. You can see he's got all this. Like the first 50 videos is all Mason Mount answering what's your favourite colour. You know what I'm saying? What type of pie do you like? Like all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Giving him the number 7, flipping Cantona's number, Cristiano Ronaldo's number, Di Maria's number. Do you know what I'm saying?
Di Maria's number.
Like, bro, it's just ridiculous. Like, and then you're giving that to flipping Mason. A reject of Chelsea, bro. He should be number 42, bro. That's what he should be, bro. He should be the ball boy.
Isn't that Garnacho's number, or is it 41?
I don't know what he is, bro, but he should never be top 11. He should not have a number within the top 11.
Oh my
He
God,
shouldn't.
that is
It's
like-
disrespectful to any Man United fan who knows what that number 7 should. I thought that when Ronaldo left, I thought they were going to retire the number. It was that deep. And especially when he came back and he's going to get, I know he came back and kind of ruined his thing or whatever, but I'm thinking, bro, like that number 7 has to go to someone that we're going to sign that's special.
Di Maria after that. And then I went to Memphis
But Di
after that.
no, but Di Maria I can understand because Di Maria.
After Ronaldo.
No, but Di Maria is a very, very, very technically gifted footballer. You could understand why that was going to be given to him. Do you know what I'm saying? So to go from Di Maria to Mason Mount, G. Mason
Who
Mount.
had number 7 before Mason Mount?
I
It was Ronaldo again, wasn't it?
Had
It was Ronaldo when he returned.
Yeah, no one took it after.
Yeah, it was Cavani. Yeah.
Ronaldo, and then no one after he left. Who was before Cavani? Memphis after
I can't
before
remember.
Cavani.
Probably Memphis.
Yeah.
What was you
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
though,
I can't
AJ? Because
remember.
just to round up my
I was
thing, I
gonna
think
say-
Mason Mount's got to get dropped. Yeah, he's got to
Yeah,
get dropped.
I say
Garnacho's got to go.
Two things. Firstly, Mason Mount's injured for until the after the international break, so he can actually now be given a fucking rest and told to fuck off. But I think we need to just sign one more midfielder. We need to sign a midfielder that will actually do the job. That will do the job that Mason Mount is meant to do. Someone that will be next to Casemiro to receive the ball. And we're heavily linked to this guy called what's his name? Amrabat from the Serie A. I watched him during the World Cup when I was watching Morocco, and he looked like a baller. Like, so if we just sign a midfielder like him, where it's just someone that can be the actual person between defense and attack, unlike Mason Mount, who just fucking wants to stand in space all day. Like, what? You're gonna pass the ball and do what? Try fucking score 35 yarder? You're not Lampard, mate. You're not Lampard.
Try Nick Aaron Ramsey.
Oh fuck.
This guy, bro.
You just described Aaron Ramsey.
Nah. So you're telling me,
Aaron Ramsey
AJ?
playing now Cardiff City.
Yeah. Do you see that well that he scored over there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't
an
well.
absolute
Yeah. Well, that was a
banger.
banger still.
Aaron Ramsey's got the
Absolute
best
banger.
long shot.
What?
No.
Ignore it.
Nah.
AJ.
My favourite
Nah, do you know
goal's
what?
Aaron
Let's
Ramsey
just
goal.
let's just move on. Let's just move on from that nonsense.
Nah, AJ, real quick
What?
though. Real quick,
Yeah.
because why do you think Amrabat would be a good shout for you? Because at the end of the day, don't you think that's don't you think that's overkill, AJ?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Overkill for what?
Stop touching your ear.
It keeps falling out my ear.
Yeah, don't you think that would be
Overkill
overkill? Two
Nah.
CDMs. Him and Casemiro are literally the same player, bro. Amrabat's not a boxer.
Not
He does
really.
the exact same job as Mokbal Iqbal. I keep saying that's his name.
We need a
He
ball.
looks like an Uber driver. I've seen that meme
No.
before.
Nah,
We need a
they're
technically
the
gifted
same
central
job.
midfielder who's ball carrying as well. We need
If
a
you had
technically
Frankie De Jong,
gifted-
life
you
would
need
have been
a-
so different for you, man.
Yeah.
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 Well, we don't have Frankie
I
De Jong,
can't
so
lie. I
let's
actually
move on.
thought about it. I can't lie. I don't think that was crazy.
They're talking about.
I don't think that's crazy. I don't think he said. Yeah, what you're saying. I actually thought about Xhaka.
Casemiro, CDM, cover that. Back up for fucking the players. Fernandez is just going to stay up top. Someone just runs back and forth. That's what I describe it. Who can do both?
Yes,
Like when you're defending, who just defends.
Yeah, De Jong, but realistically, De Jong-
Mason Mount, he's a nobody. I mean, he is a good player. I want him at Arsenal, to be fair, but he needs to be coached properly. And Ten Hag's not a good coach, is he? So.
He's better than Havertz, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. And again,
Obviously, he's a better coach than Kai Havertz. So he's getting coached.
I
No,
think,
I said he's a better player. He's a better
we
player
need a
than
striker
Havertz.
as well. We really need a striker.
You
We need a backup striker, yeah.
No, but
We
I
need a
don't
backup
know about
one.
this guy.
We need a backup one.
I don't know
We
about
need a
this guy.
backup
I don't-
striker to
nah.
play
He
now.
spent was it 70 mil or 65 mil? I can't remember. Because do you
Seven.
remember?
It's 7.
Yeah, on a striker that's literally scored like 9 goals or something.
Yeah.
And do you know what's crazy?
Is he gonna
as
be
well?
like another flipping Wegwurst, whatever his
No,
name
he's
is?
just.
And
No,
do
it's
you know
nothing-
what's
nothing
crazy
like
as
him.
well? A lot of his, because it's like recency bias when United buy a player. A lot of his goals came in the latter parts of the actual season. Like that's the only times I've seen him up on my YouTube and stuff. When do you know the highlights of the Serie A games?
Yeah.
But apart from that, I kid you not, bro. I could probably look for his surfer score thing to see when he'd scored his goals. He was hitting like 5-6 games probably of like not scoring because he wasn't popping up on my.
Man, this is what I'm
my
saying. That's
YouTube.
not good enough for
And
Man
then I
United.
just see him like go on a tear because every single time it's always his picture when it was popping up, and it was just like He scores this, scored a double, scored. So he literally went on a tier where he must have scored like, I don't know, like 6 goals or something in like 5 games, and then that's 70 months.
You should have Harry Kane.
That's what we needed to do. That's what we needed.
Harry Kane. Kept the same
100%.
team as you got.
I'm sick of hearing his name.
Yeah.
What? Why? We definitely should have signed Harry Kane.
Nah, I disagree. But okay.
What?
No, wait, why, AJ? I just want a good reason.
He's the perfect Man
Because
United.
do you know how much money he's gonna cost us, bro? Do you know how much like in terms of actually signing him for over 100 million, then paying his wages, then like, bro, he's gonna cost us so much money.
Yeah, but AJ, your bank card's not going to decline when you get approved.
And we don't have that kind of money to spend
your
it.
pocket. You do. You just bought a 60 million goalkeeper that wasn't needed. You just because it's exactly the same as
We didn't
you
need a
got
goalkeeper.
mates amount for 60 million
Nah,
didn't
you're
need it.
violating.
He's worse than De
And
Gea.
it's 70 million.
He's worse than De Gea. Onana's worse than De Gea.
It's the exact same goalkeeper.
He's worse than De Gea.
They're not.
He's De
They're
Gea.
not.
He's De Gea who comes out.
No.
Let's go.
That's it.
Anyway,
That's it.
No!
No,
So,
he's
nah,
not. He's
no,
not a
it's
good
fake.
goalkeeper.
Moving on.
Nah, that was one of the
Yeah,
worst
it's
things
fake.
I've never seen De Gea
Nah,
get chipped the
you
way
lot
he
need
got
to-
chipped. I've never seen De Gea get chipped the way Onana. I've never seen it happen to De Gea ever.
so
Never, not once in his career. Get chipped like that at this level of football. Nah, bro. Allow it, bro. Allow it. When he's making saves, they're very basic saves, bro. Basic, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Certain shots that was coming from Tottenham, bro. He's saving it. I'm saying, oh, good save. I'm thinking, bro, catch that. Literally. You know what I mean?
anyway,
No, literally though. It's embarrassing, bro.
That's his job.
60 million, bro. You know what I'm saying though? It is 60 million. Catch that, fam. You know what I'm saying? You would have told me it's an upgrade from De Gea, then what? De Gea would have, you know what I'm saying? De Gea would have parried that into a safer. Into a safe. What are you talking about? What?
De Gea's a
Yeah, you
United
lost your
legend.
mind, bro.
So anyway,
man, mate.
just before. Anyway, so moving on to Chelsea. What do we think of Chelsea FC? I hate them personally.
I think they are criminal, bro. I think what they've done is just criminal. It shouldn't be allowed in football. I think they're ruining the game.
No, but here's
once
the
again.
thing. No.
Here's
the thing.
They are,
Here's the
though.
thing.
They're literally ruining the game. Like, it's insane, bro. I don't get why.
Here's
like,
why I agree with you.
signing
I agree with you.
and it's crazy.
Wait,
Signing guys for like flipping what? 70k contracts for 20 years. Like, it's just ridiculous.
I
bro.
agree
Like,
with you, but there's no point
7-year
crying about it
contracts and
because
shit.
they've done this before.
You know what I'm saying? They
They've
just
done
want to
this
go.
before.
They're literally on. It's like these players are all just eHarmony, bro. They just go and find whatever just looks good and just just offer him a 7 year. Fine. You know, it's just ridiculous. Get him for 9 years. Like, it's just ridiculous, bro. Like, when is this gonna stop, fam? When is it
No,
gonna
but this is
stop?
the thing.
Do you know what I'm saying, fam?
What's AJ saying?
What's next, bro?
They've done this
Mbappe for
before. That's
9
the thing.
years.
They've done this before. They've done this before. So like, you shouldn't be surprised. This literally happened when Roman Abramovich bought Chelsea. He came in and they bought Drogba, Duff, Robben, bloody Carvalho. They just went on a mad tearing spree, and it showed up because they won trophies. So they're now buying players, and I feel like they're gonna win trophies. So it's just
I don't think
Chelsea
they're gonna
party.
win
That's
trophy.
it.
You think they're gonna?
It's
You
just Chelsea
think they're
party.
capable of winning a trophy?
That's a wild take.
What,
That.
in
That is
in what,
insane.
3-4 years?
Like,
In 3-4 years?
Yeah, you're basically saying like Abramovich buying players for Mourinho, who's come off the back of Porto. He's buying players specifically for him. In his first season, got 95 points, 15 goals conceded, ran the league. You're comparing that to giving Graham Potter 600 mil, coming 12th, and then now giving.
I'm talking about the
Pochettino
spend. I'm talking about the
400
spending.
mil.
I'm talking specifically about the spending. The when Roman came in, he just spent. Did he not?
So
just,
you actually think that
yes.
Chelsea? So what trophy do you think Chelsea's gonna win?
In 3-4 years, I don't know, but they will build. They're building. They're building.
Yeah.
No, but what do you think they're gonna win?
They're not building nothing. 'Cause what happens
Oh my God, here
these
we
players
go.
don't work and they've got 9-year contracts. They're just going to put the field like Maguire's doing. You know what I mean? It's
Nah,
like-
What happens if they do work?
9 years.
What happens if they do work and Chelsea have just walk across? What happens if they do work?
what happens?
Well, you can't say what you can't say what happens if they don't work and not say what happens if they do work. You have to say both.
What? So they
Yeah,
got a world class.
if it doesn't work,
if it
doesn't work, no, listen. If it doesn't work, yes, they failed. They spent a lot of money and blah 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 whatever. If it does work, they've got a crazy fucking team, bro. They've got a mad thing. Deep Enzo, Caicedo, bloody Chile, like fam, what the hell are they building? Like if it works, it's not. You can't say it's not.
AJ,
Are you gonna tell me it's not mad? If it does, so if it does work out, what happens?
It keeps falling out, bro. Bro, that's why I don't like the beats, bro.
Man doesn't do that.
Your man though.
Yeah, you keep cutting out. You keep cutting out.
We need to keep putting Siri on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But nah. To be fair, AJ, right? The reason why they weren't with that team is, let's just start with the goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez, is he top 5 goalkeepers in the league? No. That's currently their number 1. Obviously, they're looking at getting some goalkeeper in, but he's going to be like a backup. I think it's like 20 mil that they were looking at getting him in for. But no one knows of this.
How are they busting case with this fair play shit?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. But then you look at the defense, right? Their best centre back is literally on his last legs, and that's Thiago Silva. Once he's gone, Colwill, he's good, but he's okay. Like, say for example, when you look at the Antonio goal, I said to you, like, he's at fault for that because of how he defended that was so poor. He's got to learn and grow into the role. And then you look at the other side. The Sassy ain't a baller like that, bro. I seen him at Monaco, and he ain't that good.
What about
Badiashile ain't good, bro. Like, I don't know how you're seeing these players and thinking they're going to take Chelsea to the next level. The Prem is getting so much better because managers are literally, technically and tactically on a whole new level. Have you seen, like, when we're watching all these little takes on, like, Twitter and stuff, and it's like, rate this midfield, and you're like, rah, that's actually mad. There's bare, like, good midfields in like the Prem, and then you're looking at like teams and stuff. Like, say for example, right, De Zerbi, in my opinion, he's probably like the best manager in the league, right? Lewis Dunk, when they were playing was it the FA Cup? Is it semi-final or semi-final against United, wasn't it? And he was saying like how the manager sets up. It's similar to like what I had Rob Holding say about Arteta, where he was like, when they're setting up, the player on the ball always has to have 3 different options he can be able to pass the ball to. If you've got Brighton playing like that, what chance do you have if you've got a team that hasn't gelled, a team that it has a new manager, to be able to have that time to get together, understand the manager's tactics? Because, like, I don't even know how I ended up listening to Rob Holding because I can't stand him. But in this like interview that he was doing, this little podcast thing, right? He was saying it took the players 2 years for them to actually get on board what Arteta was saying because Arteta didn't want to information overload. So he was literally drip feeding the players what he wanted. But he knew he could do that because he was given time. Does Pochettino have time? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. But let's just say if he does have time and he's drip feeding what he wants the team to become, even if still they get to that point, other teams are going to be improving, bro, at a drastic rate.
Yeah.
This is why I don't see how Chelsea are going to be able to get to winning trophies, especially under a manager that is not notoriously known for winning trophies. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going to play decent football.
They'll gain some sort of philosophy back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a new Chelsea philosophy. Because that's what they've needed. Yeah, they've really needed like a philosophy.
It's like Tottenham aren't going to win trophies, but they'll play sick football. Because that's what they brought him in for. They brought him in to play football after the 2 managers they've just had. It's similar with Chelsea, bro. They ain't winning nothing.
Yeah. I feel like I understand the need for like Chelsea to have like gone and looked for like basically having to press like the factory reset button. I understand it because like they've been trying to do things for a long time now. It's just not worked at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like there did need to be some sort of reset. I feel like I would have liked to have seen this kind of happen more of like a 4 or 5 year span of like, because like, right now it just seems as though it's this season, clear everything, get everything, let's make this gel now.
no,
Do you know what I'm
like
saying? I
that
think it's
last
just too.
Is it going to be like that next season as well?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
last season, like Mudryk and
like, I
stuff,
think
like,
it's
they're
just too
benching
much.
this
That
season.
I would like to know that there's like more staff coming in the building, maybe new facility. I don't know, just like a more structured plan rather than just right emergency. Get rid of everything that was shit. Get everything that we think is good. Slap them all together and mix it together. This must work, surely. Do you know what I'm saying? That I don't know. And again, it's just not like a good look for football as well. Just as football fans as well, just like seeing the world being brought to one club. Like even when everyone had the problem with Man City, we didn't see it happen like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So drastically, where you're seeing an entire squad getting bought. Like you're seeing a couple big players and shit, but it wasn't this drastic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, and again, I think this is just happening too quickly. I don't think it's fair that a team can just offload so much and get so much.
He came out in an interview and then was like, guys, I just want to say to you one thing. If I spend like Chelsea, you will kill me. And I was just like, but man's got a point though, bro.
Yeah.
Because if he actually did, it would
The
be
thing is why
amazing.
it's not so harsh on Chelsea now is because they're not winning or playing well or like...
Like,
You know what I mean? Imagine if they spent 600 mil last season and they came second place and like 3 points off Man City, and then spent another 400 this season, and then they won like the first game 4-0, the next game they was playing immaculate football. Then you're gonna be like, oh, we can't compete with this. Like we did Chelsea, but the fact that they're spending that money and coming 12th, it's not as impactful, and then spending another 400 and then losing to West Ham and not playing well.
It's just not good enough. It's just, and as well, even just as a fan of football, like if that was my club, like because remember, Man United were highly looked in terms of getting some new ownership and shit. You know what I'm saying? If we got this new ownership and I'm just seeing a flurry of players, I would be concerned because I'm just thinking, bro, like what is actually going on here? It's just because it almost again just looks like another marketing thing. You just want to bring in all the big names from all around the world and just try and get as much eyes at Chelsea as possible, rather than let's build something here and get this team to be playing some really good football. Do you know, it doesn't look like that. It just seems as though it's like they just said, yeah, bring Poch in. All right, Poch, yeah, here's a checkbook. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, nah, man, I don't like that. Maybe that's just us being like old head traditional football fans, and maybe it's just the new direction that football's going in. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Where it's just bring out the checkbook.
It's been going into television for a long time.
No, but not today. I think Chelsea have really stepped up, like put their foot on the gas with it now. Though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because again, doing all this 7 year, because if they somehow pull this off with FFP, all these things, if they pull this off, then other teams are gonna look and be like, okay, shit. Maybe this is, you know what I'm saying?
Because, right, do you remember ages ago, I don't know if you were in this beef, but I used to have beef, right, with Dejan and AJ about Pepe and this fee, right? And the word I kept on using every single time was amortization, because that is literally what Chelsea will be doing. Bro, the problem with United is, right, when they were signing like Harry Maguire or something, obviously the fee quoted would be 80 mil, but instead of them going, oh, we'll pay you 30 up front and then we'll pay you like 20 and like whatever, nah, they were going 60 M's up front, and then they'll go, yeah, we'll pay you the next, nah. Chelsea have got this stuff where maybe they'll go, okay, we'll pay you 40 mil, but on this year, in the books, all they'll have as the outgoing is 40 mil for that player.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But obviously, when they're selling the likes of like Havertz, Mount, and then they're saying, oh no, but I want you to structure the deal this way, that's how they're going to do the balance in the books. Yeah,
no, but
it's dodgy.
It doesn't work like that. When you sell a player, if they sell Havertz for 60 mil, the books say 60 mil.
It doesn't.
It don't go on to the next one.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It does not.
But when you it doesn't.
What about Liverpool and Coutinho?
It doesn't when you buy the player, but it does when you sell the player. If you sell the player for 60 million, it shows up on the book as 60 mil. That's why they're in the player.
When you're buying one, it'll be like 20.
Yeah.
So all these players that
that's what they said.
Getting rid of now.
That's what they said. They said it on the. That's no. You're not wrong. He's not wrong.
What?
That's how they're making it work. So when you're buying, it comes up as what Callum's saying, like the 2020. But then when you sell a player, that goes on the book immediately. Like that's the whole thing. It's showing 60. That is how it works.
What are you lot sick, bro?
That's what
Where
it
did
is.
you get your information from about asking?
Because I looked into the whole Coutinho thing. In their mind, in their actual books, they'd literally they paid X amount in this year. Next year they'll pay X amount, and then this year they'll pay X amount. That's how it has to be, or else the books actually would be unbalanced. If you actually think about it,
No, the sales is the only thing that's keeping it balanced right now.
If it's for 3 years, it does. Because it's only, like financial fair play only works for 3 years, doesn't it? That the book length is for 3 years, not per season.
Yeah, but then so you're telling me,
So
right?
if they had a
let's
Coutinho and
do
it was like
this,
25,
right?
25, 25.
Doesn't this
Let's
put
do
pressure on Chelsea, though?
David Raya, you're telling me that Brentford have 30 mil on their books.
What? We didn't buy. It was on loan.
Exactly, but we've got an obligation to buy, so we're gonna buy him for the 27 mil.
But when you buy him,
3 mil. So you're telling me what they had 30 mil, or didn't they have 3 mil?
No,
for
when
this
he's-
year,
when he's officially
and then they're
sold.
gonna have the 27 mil for the next year. That's how it would work with every sale.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's not
loan
been
with
bought
option
yet.
to buy it,
That's
yeah.
why. That's a rubbish
Nah.
example.
But
That's
yeah,
rubbish,
but it
yeah.
has been bought.
No, because that's loan with
A
option to
loan
buy.
with an obligation to buy. So he is
Why
actually
would
going
why
to be.
would that even be a
option.
thing?
It's an
Why
option
would he
to
not
buy.
buy the play?
Because
Yeah,
this
it's-
year on their books it looks good.
Nah.
That's the whole point.
Nah, that's not what it is. Nah, you're wrong, bro. You're actually wrong still. You actually are wrong.
Let us know in the comments down below.
There's not even a comments thing. He's actually wrong still.
If we ever get big,
Don't worry about it. It's yourselves wrong.
if we ever get big and you come back to this and it does have comments on, tell him he's wrong. If I Google this later on and I end up being
No,
wrong,
we'll
then
watch
it's
the
getting
video
put out
because
anyway,
they explained it in the video still. Like what you're saying is exactly what I watched in the video
Yeah.
still. We'll show you the video.
Like,
Yeah. Is there any more
Seafood's
topics
right.
or is that it?
surely. We'll watch the video anyway later on.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the last subject, the most important one is Fantasy Premier League. I can't remember what exactly the leaderboard is right now. I'm pretty sure Seben's last.
No.
What is it?
I've
Yeah,
got
what
the
is it? I
leaderboard
can't even check right
Pretty
now.
sure Seben's last. Well, how many
So
points you got?
Cal's first. Cal's first with 120. Then it's Flo with 117. Then it's AD with 106. Then me and Seben are both joint bottom with 96.
So it's
Nah.
Seben's bottom, basically.
It says fourth on here, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Well, it's because
It doesn't matter. It says fourth.
It
It doesn't matter.
It's semantics though, isn't it?
So basically,
Bro,
what we're going to do is a little segment. It's called "How Does Seben Fix His Fantasy League?" Because he had all this chat saying that he's going to win.
No, but
He's gonna
Seben's
smash up
team
the
just
park.
shows that he just has very little ball knowledge. Like,
Yeah,
very.
Man said
Patterson.
Patterson.
I'm going to
Insane.
put his team up right now. His current one that got the.
Yeah, please, yeah. Now put it on the screen to show his
Yeah.
team, please. Like,
I'll put the
Seben's team
up.
is wild. Like, again, it just shows why
Turner
he
is
said
all-
Dembele is top 5 of all time.
What?
I get
There
it.
we go.
He gets it, and I get it. Like when he has a team like that, it just shows me
'Cause
where his mental is with
Colin,
football,
he's
the
trying
football
to be
game.
edgy.
No, but do you know
He's
what's
trying to
class?
pick
Do you know
players
what's
that
Do you know
other
what I mean?
people were
I
okay.
love this. Do you know why? Because it's recorded. And I can't wait, right? Because I've seen those videos all the time that they make, and it's like, bro, I can't wait. I need to get someone to make a montage of all you lot. Clip every single one of you lot right now talking about, oh, he's last, oh, he has very little ball knowledge. When I come for all of these lot, trust me, you lot are not going to hear the end of it. It's going to be a long day.
Yeah,
for
it's
all
going
of
to
you
be a
lot, trust me.
segment each week. Before each game week, we're going to tell you our picks and why we think we are. We're basically going to ruin it for each other because.
Yeah, but it's all right.
Make sure you
because-
get all your transfers in because if I say something and I see it in your team, because obviously I'm in the league.
I don't
copy
my
teams,
ball
though.
knowledge is like just.
I can't lie.
but
One thing I
if we
don't do, I
copied-
don't
If
copy
we
you.
copied each other, you'd end up winning. And I'm never going to copy you because you're just.
Well, he
exactly
says
right
that,
now.
but all of a sudden after the first game week where he got like 11 points.
I think the only thing
now
that I
he's,
looked at in your
now
team,
all of a sudden he's got like 5 of the same players as me.
bro, there was
Literally,
one
he's
time where I looked at your
made
team.
One transfer, so how's that possible?
Just took 8-point hit, used both his wild cards.
Bro, I looked
Just
at Callum's
ignore
team. There was one player that I looked
Ignore
at where I
rubbish, chat
thought
rubbish.
I should have probably added him in the team. That's Ake. I actually thought when you
Wow.
added him, I know you took him out, but when you had him in, that got you a good couple points in that first game. I was just thinking, shit,
Yeah.
if I threw Ake in there. Do you know what I'm
So
saying?
do you
Like,
know
it was
what?
a decent shout.
See as though you lot want to roast me. It's fine. I'll go my team. Right. So
You keep cutting out.
this weekend, I've got a few problems. One of them. We'll start.
No shit, Sherlock.
We'll start off because obviously you guys will see my team, but we'll start off with the problem, right? And that's Maddison. Maddison left the game.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. You said Maddison's the problem, not Patterson. You got -1 point.
Oh, AJ, let me cook.
No.
You're out here like, bro, let me
Well,
cook.
clearly you can't talk sense because you picked Patterson in your team. So no matter what you say here,
Flames
it's
too
not
low,
gonna make
bro.
sense.
Talking about let me cook, but the flames too low, bro.
Ever. Right. Anyhow, Maddison's the issue, and the reason why Maddison's the issue is because Maddison left the last game with a boot on his leg. That's never a good sign. So he's probably going to be out for a prolonged period of time. I already know who my options are going to be.
Who?
So I've been thinking, right, on Brentford's very own.
You guys get ready because this is about to be the thumbnail.
Brentford's
the
very
worst
own
take.
Mbappe. He's got good fixtures. I was gonna no, because this is the thing, right? I had Mbeumo in my very first
What are you
build.
talking about?
I had him in my very first build, and I can be able to prove that to anyone that doesn't believe me.
Rubbish.
However,
No, I didn't know. I know because you said no. Because you said him back.
Yeah. I did some statistics, right? And basically, Brentford had 8 penalties last season. The third most or the fourth most in the Premier League. And I literally said to myself, I was like, nah, the average in pens all of last year was 4.95, so like 5 basically for each team per season, right?
Oh.
And I thought, nah, there's no way Brentford are going to get that many penalties this season. First 2 games, 2 pens. And the 66, but literally like 2/3 of his goals have come from penalties. And I banked on them not having that many penalties. That's why I didn't put him in. That's the only reason why I didn't put him in.
That's why you're 30 points off everyone else.
I heard a bunch of waffle there.
You talk a lot for someone with last place.
Bunch of waffle.
No, but it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's tactical reasons. You know what I'm saying?
There's actual reasoning behind why I'm opting out of these players. And I'm getting unfortunate. There's a difference. There's a difference here. Like I said, I went with Salah and Haaland. So I had to compensate somewhere else. And I went with Trent. The reason why I went with Trent, obviously he's not got the points so far, but
He will. He will.
Your whole team. Just say what you're changing. You got one sub, haven't you?
No, but I need to explain the masterclass.
No, you gotta tell your whole team.
Listen, I'll explain my team fully.
I'm
First
lucky.
place were 30 points ahead of you.
You got lucky.
You won the dragon.
Well, what'd you say to me this weekend?
What?
What'd you say to me this weekend?
What did I say?
You messaged me on Snapchat talking about, oh, you got a terrible team. I'm going to finish so many points ahead of you this weekend. Did you not, or did you not say that?
What?
Did you not say that?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, I bet you don't. I bet you don't.
Why would I say, right? Listen, chat. Why would I say he's got a terrible team if I've just said 5 of his players are the same as mine? Why would I say he's got a terrible team?
John, can you... No, but look, exactly. Read it. No, you read it out yourself.
Nah, it's funny though, because end another game with us. Hey.
No.
That's a nice Photoshop,
No
but-
way, bro. Oh my days, bro. Haaland, bro. Oh my
Anyhow,
Why you picking him?
yeah,
Just
so-
give him some tips on how to
So-
put past in their league.
So, so I was thinking 2 things, right? One of them was an early wild card, right? But I want to hold off. I'd rather take a -4. The issue I've got, right, is John Stones is also injured, right? So John Stones, in my opinion, for Zinchenko, I still get the 0.4. That's the sub I want to make, or transfer even, and Mbeumo for Maddison.
Wow.
But who's your captain gonna be? You gonna be scared? Are you gonna captain Haaland like everyone else does?
What?
You're gonna captain.
Because
Why would you not captain Haaland? Though?
Because Newcastle, so I took him off captain. But
Newcastle, so you don't think he would do well against Newcastle?
What, they've just played.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't think he'd do well against
I
Newcastle?
knew he wasn't going to score against Newcastle. That's why I didn't.
Why?
What?
Why?
Against Newcastle?
Yeah.
It was always going to be a tight game, and Haaland's not really that big game player, is he?
Why is this? Okay, that's another
So
topic
for my
as well.
team, I'm in first place, and I did in fact Google, and I was like, because I'm new to this game, I don't know the rules yet. I had to get the rules explained to me, but because my ball knowledge is miles better than these, that's why I'm first. I googled how many wildcards do you get. Apparently, you
The
get two.
leaderboard for the ball knowledge is still behind you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, in the edit anyway.
So apparently, you get two. So I use a wildcard straight away to hook Ake from my team.
You've used the wild card already.
Yeah, use a wildcard. Ake is gone.
I don't understand what this wild card thing is.
You get to change your whole team.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You're lying. You're lying. You changed your whole
Yeah,
team.
you get to change your whole. You can make as many transfers as you want. You won't get like minus points. You can if you activate your wild card. You can
AJ, why didn't you tell me that?
You're lying.
I
You
used
didn't tell
this
me,
whole
AJ. I
player.
literally asked
No,
AJ.
if yours is still active, you can still be able to keep making substitutes. Not substitutes, transfers.
Where is it?
Bro, I literally asked AJ.
Yeah, no, I made him. I realized afterwards I made a mistake. I thought I got
I
it
asked
mixed
him what
up.
a wild card is. And
You
I was
thought it was a
also,
free
I was
hit.
also getting the phone now.
Yeah, I got the wild card mixed up with the free hit. Yeah, that's what happened.
What
did you
that?
I thought it was over. There. So yeah, I used my wild card. Now I know I can get Madison out if you had a couple of
Why
nice
else
views
you
on
gotta
this
do
one
that? You
last
gotta
game.
exaggerate your
Yeah.
reactions.
So basically, Ake went in place of Bardock for Sheffield United.
Baldock.
Oh,
Are we still rolling?
Baldock, yeah. Nice one.
We're still rolling for these.
Anyway,
Never
so
seen
the
it
reason why I did that is I needed to do a little bit of money changing. I needed
Double
to
check we're
use
still rolling, by
spare
the way.
mm-hmm.
pounds.
So,
Anyway, straight back into a bit of technical difficulties there. But
Thumbnails.
we've got Baldock, is it? I don't know what it was, but
no, we've already gone past him.
anyway,
You
so
need to
the
get
reason,
to it.
I needed a
trying to show
mill.
us.
I needed a mill. I remember now. I needed a mill, and the only way I could do that because Ake was like 6 mil, this Baldock was like 5 mil. I needed a mill so that I could take out Pedro, who seems to be a starting risk, because now Welbeck's getting game time. And I brought in Alvarez for Man City because De Bruyne's injured. Alvarez is going to get a lot of game time. I think he's a better player all round than Haaland as well. So he's going to get more goals and assists. Going to be that main man. That's where all the points are going to be coming from. And that's basically my tips. Don't use your fucking wild card if you're not going to change your whole team. Apparently, I didn't know that.
You don't have to change your whole team. Like, the reason why I said I was considering changing is because I know right now I've got 3 players who are potentially like injured. 2 are definitely injured.
What? So yeah, Madison.
Trent's potentially
you
injured
swapping
as
with Madison?
Mbeumo.
So Mbuema's going to get swapped for Madison for my team as well, just to cover any points that Ben will get. I'll get him as well. That's a little tactic right there. Now moving on to Mr. Tompkins in centre back. What's going on?
I need to see my team. To be fair,
Nah, don't worry, I got you covered, bro. Let's have a look. AD music, bro. There you go.
Mr. Change name.
yeah. So, to be fair, I'm pretty happy with my team. I don't.
No,
Yeah, I genuinely don't.
Do you know what's funny? He actually said, right,
see,
I'm not going to make any changes, and that's when I knew Dejan has lost the plot.
No, cause I don't. I genuinely don't think I need to.
-1 Martinez.
Yeah, bro, but I don't think he's gonna. You know what I'm saying? Obviously that was. I think. Wait, did you get like a yellow card that game or something? Like.
Oh, go.
Rinse.
Oh, is that on goal?
Yeah.
Rodrigo's not going to get many points.
I don't think so. I don't think that's a one-off. I think he always has really good performances. I think he can.
Performance, bro, you don't get.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I get
Like,
it.
oh,
I get it. But that's what I'm saying. There's not
mean-
many like. I don't know. Besides them, like Rodrigo, and I don't know who. Cause I'm not gonna put it for Casemiro or nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Botman in there.
Bro, you could literally have gone for the cheapest goalkeeper in the game, which is Turner, or Ariola, and they're both playing. You went with Bro,
You know,
he went with Joe Whitworth.
Bill Whitworth. That was the, you know, when you've got like 4-0 left, you scroll right to the bottom.
No, that's what that was.
No one.
Who would I change? Like I said, I'm thinking I don't want to do it just for the sake of, because I know the whole point is to win. But again, my love for Rashford, bro, I don't want to get him out. But I think he needs to go.
I told you in the last podcast that Rashford's not scoring until October.
It's just frustrating, man, because I don't see him scoring until he goes back on the wing. You know what I'm saying? So when I start seeing him his wing play again, then maybe. But until then, I don't know. I think maybe I might have to change Rashford. Maybe Rice. I don't know why I've got him in there because he's a horrible footballer anyway. He's not going to get me any points.
Whoa! Wait! Why have you got Rice in your team? And then literally 30 seconds ago you said, I'm not having my team.
I'm alright. But then at the same time, it's just, if anything, if I'm due to change anything, I'm probably going to change Rashford and Rice and go for Salah and see what I can fathom the loss, if I can afford that. And just get like maybe.
You got if you can be able to.
He's like, he's expensive. But that's what I'm saying. But Rashford is like what, 9? And then Rice is like
5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can.
No, bro, because the cheapest midfielder ain't 3 mil or 2 mil.
Yeah. I have to see in it. We have to see what we can.
We'll have to see, bro. You ain't got the facilities for that, man. I'll say that now for free.
What about you, AJ? What AJ's team?
So yeah, my team.
You can laugh at it.
Yeah. My team's not that bad to me. I had a bad week, yeah, but I made a few changes. Fucking Enzo missed a penalty. That pissed me the hell off. Yeah,
I don't know why you got that.
Everyone had a stinker. Huh?
Did you wildcard AJ?
Did I wildcard? No, I didn't.
You just made a few checks. So do you take minuses?
I think I took -4.
Oh, no, I think it brought... -4? Why are you taking minuses this early on?
Sometimes
because you have to, innit? But then yeah, I've made a few changes to my team still. So for my next game week,
you're happy with Jackson up front?
I've taken him out. That's one of the changes I've made. That's one of the changes.
Why have you got Onana on the bench?
Funny enough, huh?
Why have you got Onana on the bench?
Because he was playing Tottenham and I knew Tottenham were gonna score.
Wait, who's his other goalkeeper?
Steele.
Steele.
Bro, spend his big funds on his goalkeepers. That can literally only get him up to 6 points. Really, truly. That's mad.
See, anyways,
what's the thinking behind that, AJ?
Huh?
How much is Steele?
4.5 mil.
Steele's, yeah.
You've got him in the next one?
No, I've got him in goal. But I might take him out though, because I feel like I made a mistake.
Yeah, so I spent 9 mil on my goalkeepers.
You've got 3.
But anyways, let me get through my team. Fucking up. Yeah. Yeah, no, so that's another thing. I clocked up myself. Hold on, let me finish. What do you mean, Enzo?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking now that I know that wildcard has some abilities, Enzo's coming straight out my team.
Nah, let AJ cook. I want to actually see why and how he got to this.
So these men are cheaters for telling us that, you know. That's a big thing. In this team, that is huge.
I've got three centre backs, but I've changed it now to put. I've got 2 full-backs in my team now. I've gone with Emerson Royale and Estepinian. And so my back three is now Estepinian, Cowell, and Royale. And then I'm sticking with my midfield: Salah, Fernandes, Enzo, and Diaby. I'm sticking with that midfield. You know, 2 midfielders and 2 wingers. That's good for me. And then my front 3, I've gone with Haaland, Isaac, and funny enough, I've gone with Alvarez as well.
Wow.
Mysterious man. So yeah, I think that Alvarez is a good pick. He is a mysterious man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So that's the thing. Even if he comes up, even if he comes off the bench, he'll score, or get an assist or something. Like, he's an effective player when he comes on. Like, he makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, you all late to the party.
Let us know what you think about that again in the comments.
The thing is, though, I've got. This is the thing, right? Because I feel like I'm gonna finish still like 400 points ahead of you lot, right?
Oh my gosh.
No, I actually do. Nah. Remember I said this, but I actually do, bro. Like, the thing is, when you're laughing at me putting Patterson in my team, you need to see what I saw. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want this of like, what did he see? I don't
what
want
did
that.
You
but
see?
My point being, if you see that, What did he say? No, but the
What
thing
did you
is,
see to get
AJ,
-1?
yes, we can say -1 all you like, but it's the vision, bro. It's the vision.
He plays what vision? He
literally.
plays for Everton Football Club. What good is he gonna do at Everton Football Club? They are not a good team. They cannot. They keep conceding. They cannot score. They can't do shit. And you're telling me, oh, I saw him in pre-season. Allow it. What are you talking about? Because that's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, oh, I watch him in pre-season. You're gonna say,
how the managers were deploying him, and I thought, do you know what?
Oh, here we
This
go.
is actually interesting. I feel like Everton are gonna be solid.
And then what? They got pumped 4-0.
Defense.
Are you keeping Patterson in
That's
your
solid
team?
defensively.
Is Patterson staying in your team?
If I don't wildcard.
Well, so you basically want to get rid of him then?
No. It's not just that I want to get rid of him. If I do wildcard, he might come out of my team.
I've got skedaddle in a bit, man.
But yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, that was it. Anyway, that was it. I was going to say, Patterson stays in your team. Give him one last chance. There was another 2-pointer. Hook him.
I can't wait. Inject it when he scores a freaking goal against Wolves. I think that's who they got next. Let me double check. Yeah, Wolves.
Anyway, that was everything for the weekly roundup at So Lonely at the top.
Yes.
Somehow made it long again. How do we always
not that
do
long,
this?
it's only an
It's
hour.
not. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Anyway, so
Just
leave a like, comment, rate.
Can you stop this Lipton shit?
Bro, I'm practicing. Trust me. I was one of you is the CEO of Lipton. And then next thing you know, do you know what I mean? We'll be doing the real thing.
Wow. Anyway, see you next time to find out. It's always So Lonely at the top.